Making an offer on a home is both exciting and nerve-wracking. First, do your homework. Research the market value of similar homes in the area. This gives you a solid foundation for your offer. Next, consider your budget. Factor in not just the price, but also closing costs and potential repairs. If time is of the essence is stated in the contract and either the buyer or seller fails to meet a deadline, the other party may be able to terminate the contract and even seek damages. If you don't want to use a buyer's agent, a real estate attorney, closing or title companies should be able to provide contracts and addendums for you to use specific to your state. They can also offer legal assistance and help you with answers to your questions. On our training site, realestateconsumertraining.com, we have provided links for you in each state. There you can research neighborhood data, see what has sold, and get tax records. Use this information to formulate your offer price. Offer a little low to start, but don't insult a seller. Remember, when it comes to negotiations, you always want the seller to think they have won. If the seller negotiates and accepts your final offer terms and all negotiations are smooth, you will have a home you love. Make sure you have your pre-approval letter from your lender to accompany your offer. Do not change any of the print on any real estate contract. This is written by attorneys within your state. Your attorney will assist you. All purchase offers will have spaces fields for the terms and conditions such as buyer and seller names, the offer price, date of offer, and your preferred closing date. A legal description must be stated clearly on the offer. You can go into your county or state website to find the legal description of the property you want to buy. Other fields to fill in will be the deposit you will give the seller, the amount you will finance. We recommend you give an earnest money deposit, EMD, of at least 1% to 2% of the offer price. The higher the deposit, the happier a seller will be with your offer. There will be a place for an inspection period. Read this carefully. If you ask for 15 days, the inspections and all negotiation for repairs must also be completed in that time. The offer contract should have the date you want to close. What appliances are included in the sale? Inquire with the seller if there are environmental issues or past flood issues. Several states, including Arkansas, Georgia, Texas, and Virginia, do not have a strict legal requirement for property condition disclosure by sellers. While some states may have limited disclosure requirements for certain circumstances, they generally operate on a caveat emptor, or buyer beware principle, as we discussed, meaning the buyer is expected to conduct their own due diligence and inspections. Addendums and disclosures need to be included as part of the offer. It is very important that you receive proper disclosures and ask if there are any material facts that affect the property before you make an offer. Talk with your lender early on so they can advise how long the loan will take for full approval to determine a closing date. Offer contracts in real estate are just that, offers. Negotiate in good faith and everyone wins. At the end of the day, having professionals involved to answer questions is your best protection barrier. Engage professionals in the industry from the beginning. Lenders, real estate attorneys, accountants, and title companies. They will be your gatekeepers for the answers you will have throughout the buying process. If you offer cash, you need to provide proof you have it. You can copy a bank or IRA statement, but black out the account number. You sign the offer, but not before you have asked your real estate attorney or the title company to review the complete offer package. Once your offer is negotiated and accepted, and all have signed and dated, it becomes a legally binding document. You are considered under contract when the contract is signed and dated by the seller. Each party must perform their duties and follow their dated commitments in the contract. Visit realestateconsumertraining.com to learn much more about mastering the real estate market in more detail. Keep a copy of the offer package to keep you on track through the process. Document every step as you go forward. Good practitioners, whether they are appraisers, attorneys, agents, or inspectors within the real estate arena, will tell you that they have learned something new on each transaction. States have different rules, recording procedures, regulations, and timelines. So legal guidance is important to be an informed buyer and to facilitate a successful real estate transaction. Offers in real estate are just that, offers. A seller can turn it down or negotiate the terms and conditions that were presented in the offer. Are you asking for closing help? Your lender needs to guide you on how to state this in the offer. Are you asking the seller to pay for a homeowner's warranty? These requests need to be part of the offer to purchase contract. What closing date are you proposing, and be sure to state this in the contract as well. On our training site, realestateconsumertraining.com, a lender will want a legible contract, so as soon as all is signed, be sure to get it to your lender and closing company. Some sellers like to use their own closing company. This is not uncommon. All title companies look out for all parties, and it is their responsibility to make sure all goes according to the law. The date of contract is the final seller's dated signatures and/or initials. You must fulfill your contract obligations, so keep your dates and times handy and make sure you are proactive to meet all of your timelines. When you're ready, craft a compelling offer. A personal letter can make a difference, especially in a competitive market. Highlight what you love about the home and why it's the perfect fit for you.